You're tuned into the Red Hawk Sports Network.
Hello fans and welcome out to the James M. Grant Center. I'm Jacob Green. It's great to have you with us here. Cal Maritime taking on your Simpson University Red Hawks, coming off of the win last night. The Red Hawks beating the Warner Pacific University Knights, making the trip down from Portland, Oregon. And now they'll be facing off against Cal Maritime here. Tip-off at 4 p.m. And Destiny Nichols as well as Andrea Perez leading the way, both with 19 points. Anna Marshall had 11 points in that contest. For Destiny Nichols, she had 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals, and just a stellar night coast to coast for her on the floor. Getting in some foul trouble early on, then that kind of came into play later on as well in the game where she had to get subbed out before when she finally came back into the game with a few minutes left to play, ended up fouling out. And the Red Hawks had 3 of their starters foul out last night, so something to clean up and watch for tonight here, facing off against Cal Maritime. The Keel Haulers, again, in town all the way up from Vallejo, back right next to where I'm from, back home. Just clean up those ticky-tack fouls that were a problem last night. But also Andrea Perez, first time seeing her at home, being the ball handler, running the one, 19 points for her in that contest last night. She had 3 rebounds and 3 steals, and just a stellar night from her all around as well. So again, Nichols, Perez, and Marshall leading the way kind of in the scoring category, and also just moving the ball well, driving into the lane, getting those jumpers in and around the paint. Something we want to see from Nicole Wynn as we progress in this season is hitting those shots within the paint, driving into the lane, getting the boards, the putbacks. We saw it a little bit last night, but just seemed a little bit off. Hopefully she can bounce back tonight here against the Keel Haulers. But Anna Marshall, again, just those pickpocketing abilities. She had 3 steals last night and collected, again, just a couple of rebounds as well, and just overall a great night defensively, but also on both ends of the court. So those 3 girls leading the way. Serena Wynn, when she gets into the mix, it's going to create a really stellar team for this Red Hawk ball club, and hopefully they can stay in the win column. They improved to 3-2 after last night's win. Again, that was against the Warner Pacific University Knights, who made their way down here from Portland, Oregon to Redding, California, here at the James M. Grant Center. And now coming up next on the Red Hawk Sports Network will be the Cal Maritime Keel Haulers taking on your Simpson University Red Hawks.
You're tuned into the Red Hawk Sports Network.
Simpson University was named a 5-star Champions of Character institution for the 2023 to 2024 school year, as they received a perfect score, 100 out of 100 points. Simpson University has also earned the Sportsmanship Award in the California Pacific Conference for the 2023-2024 school year, as they embodied true professionals on and off the field. You're tuned into Simpson University's Red Hawks Sports Network and KCNR Shasta Redding.
Dear Lord, we thank you for a great day for these athletes to compete in the game of basketball as they play for your glory and in your glory. We pray and hope for a game free of injuries and safe travels home for all. We ask this in Christ's name we do pray. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Hello, fans, and welcome out to the James M. Grant Center. I'm Jacob Green. It's great to have you with us here on this evening edition. Winning the tip here, easy pass down the floor to Perez. Marshall to Perez with that great connection, and a easy bucket right off the tip for the Redhawks, and a full court press here against the Keel Haulers. Wynn, Nichols, Marshall, Perez, along with the 22 of Monet Dunham on the floor for the Redhawks. Keel Haulers outside the perimeter, three ball, banks it in. What a shot from the Keel Haulers number 30, Tamana Sharifi. She was 7 for 14 last night from field goal range. That was against the Pacific Union Pioneers. Marshall with it, far side, gives it up top to Wynn. Now swung around back near side to Nichols. Mismatch there, sends it far side Perez. Now driving into the paint, sends it near side corner three. Marshall rattles but won't fall. Rebounded by PUC's number 23, Lloyd. Now the ball taken up the floor by Sullivan. Pass far side to Newton. Newton back up top to Sharifi. Now near side wing, guarded by Nichols. Jab step, now works outside the arc before it's given up. Wynn guarding the 21 of Santos. Now back up top. Inside at the elbow, backdoor pass off the glass. Unable to go. Wynn with the board. Great try there from Sullivan, trying to get around the block of Nichols. It came out of nowhere, tried to get a fingertip on it, but just didn't quite get it. Now Perez working across the timeline. And is going to run out of time. Coach Taylor was emphatically shouting at the Redhawks to get open so that Perez could send it up the floor, but no one was open. She had nowhere to go with that ball. Now the Keel Haulers with it, up top at the logo, getting tripped up by Monet Dunham. Just jutting that knee out a little bit. Now far side. Inbounding the ball. Yet again will be Sharifi, guarded by Mariah Bowles, who is now checked in for Monet Dunham, who caught her first foul early on. Now sent up top and corralled there just by the fingertips for Sullivan. Plus her Keel Haulers before it's lofted high out of nowhere by Sharifi. Doesn't go off the back iron. She's double teamed right in front of the Red Hawk bench. Now trying to wrestle away as Bull sends corner three. Wow, what a shot from Emily Newton in the corner under duress. Got it to fall. Now that's tipped away. Wynn recovers, sends it to Marshall right in front of the scorer's table. It's a 1-on-3 for Marshall. She's going to drive it at the paint. Spins around, nowhere to go, sends it back up top to Perez. Now drives down the lane, 1-on-3. Dumps it to Wynn right on that far side block, but it's through her hands, turned over. Marshall with the pressure up the court. Now a power play here for the Keel Haulers. They're going to try from downtown, but it's off the front of the rim. Bowles trying to corral it, was contesting with Sullivan, who ended up toe tapping out of bounds. Bowles will inbound to Perez. Take it up the floor. Now Bowles across the logo. Both teams with that full court pressure. Marshall with it near side directing traffic. Still directing traffic outside. Bowles will get it up top to reset things. Cutting through the paint now, Nichols with it. Pulls up top of the key at the charity stripe, but gives it up to Perez. Perez driving baseline, 1-on-3, throws it up, trying to kiss it off the glass. And that won't go before the Keel Haulers will get it right back. Sullivan with it against the pressure of Nichols. Some quick passes here. Tiki Taka now baseline. Back up top, thought about the three, faked it, now drives in, 1-on-2, swatted away. But somehow the Keel Haulers, number 23, Lloyd ends up with it. Now baseline, throws it up, off the glass, won't go, batted around. Wynn secures it. Holy Toledo. Just a bunch of off the glass, battered around, tip drill, and somehow, some way the Redhawks will walk away with it. Great job by Serena Wynn. Nichols will check out for Haley Garcia coming off the bench. Inbounded far side to Perez, up to Marshall, back to Wynn, across the timeline now. Serena Wynn up top, gives it to Marshall, far side, back up top to Perez at the logo, calls a play. Marshall far side with it. Was guarded by Newton before she gave it up. Now Garcia. Now outside Perez for three, won't go. Wynn battling for the rebound, but winning that battle is Soraya Lloyd. Lloyd at the logo, gives it up. Out far side, Newton driving pass into the paint, but swatted away by Emily Newton. My apologies, swatted away by Mariah Bowles. Emily Newton was the intended receiver on that play. Redhawks down 6-2 to open up this game. 4 minutes and 8 seconds in. Inbounding here now, quick jump shot, spins around, won't fall. Wynn with another board. Now quickly up the floor, but just another errant pass to Garcia. That was Serena Wynn's third rebound of the game. But off the tip, ends up getting inbounded baseline, and now Wynn with a jump shot off the inbound gets swatted on the hand. She will head to the charity stripe to shoot two. First break in the action here. Serena Wynn had a pretty decent game last night, but just couldn't get those key shots to fall. She takes her first shot here. In 23 minutes, she was 3 of 9 from the field. She did try a shot from downtown, but just didn't quite fall. She had 6 boards, but then fouled out of the game. And 6 points and 2 steals to show for it. So just an unfortunate game last night for Serena Wynn in the first home game of the year. As that shot rattles in and out, she just can't quite seem to get the ball to fall through the net. It's been a tough start here at home, the last game plus this one. Now the Redhawks will inbound after it was poked out of bounds on that far side. Marshall will inbound. Off the turnover from Sullivan. Gives it to Wynn at the elbow. Outside, Marshall from downtown. Bang! Anna Marshall looking to get going here. The Redhawks pull within 1. Making the Killers work against the full court press. They get past it now. Double team near side, gives it up at the top. Crossover, Sullivan driving on Garcia, gives it up. Outside, guarded by Nichols. Handoff, driving into the lane. Double team pinch now. 3 ball from Sullivan off the back rim. Nichols on the fast break. Makes some moves now. Garcia from downtown. That one won't go. Off the back iron. Taken up the floor here by Sullivan. Gets across the logo and across the timeline. Now back worked far side to Sienna Keowns, my apologies. Coming off the bench. That shot from downtown will go, rebounded by, not sure who that is in there. It was Sharifi actually. Screened a little bit by the cluster of Redhawks surrounding. Marshall and Garcia with the pressure on the ball carrier, Jessica Huffhines. Before it's carried over into the backcourt. That'll be an over and back. They get a break in the action. Lupe Lemus will check in along with Monet Dunham, but not before we get our first media timeout here. 4:24 left to play in this first quarter. The Redhawks down by 1. The Keel Haulers lead by a score of 6-5. You're tuned into the Redhawks Sports Network. I'm Jacob Green. It's been great to have you with us. We'll be right back after this. James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. I'm Jacob Green. It's great to have you with us here on this Saturday evening edition. Some women's Red Hawk basketball inbound to Nichols, but it's tipped away by Sullivan. Gives it up far side. Nichols with the pressure. Excellent pass there. Back out to Sullivan, who will clear it outside the perimeter. Gives it back up. It'll be reset by Sharifi before it's sent far side. Now driving baseline, goes up. Nichols with the swat try, ends up fouling. And there it is again. Destiny Nichols just already in foul trouble early on. That is her, I believe, her second foul. I could be wrong about that. Thought she was called for one earlier. Serena Wynn will check in. I take that back. That was Monet Dunham that was called for that foul earlier. She's got 2. That is Nichols' first foul. Monet Dunham will check out, and Haley Garcia will also check out for Andrea Perez and Serena Wynn. And the fouls have been the story so far throughout these 2 home games. Nichols off the floor, far side wing. Driving, kicks it out. Marshall for 3 in front of the Keelhauler bench. Will fall. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Will knot the game up at 8 each. Anna Marshall, 2 of 2 from downtown. Has a bucket to go with it. Perez and Anna Marshall collectively scoring all 8 of the Redhawks points. Now Nichols off the turnover, gets across the logo, it's 1-on-2. She's going to drive down into the lane, off the glass, won't go, put back by Wynn. Rattles off the back iron, won't go, and then that's rebounded by Sharifi. Talk about unfortunate spin. Now a 2-on-3 here, sent near side, back up top, Nichols guarding the ball. Back to a 5-on-5 now, ball fake. Here's the shot from Sharifi, wouldn't fall. Wynn will get the board, give it up to Perez. Sends it near side corner. Now back up top to Perez, calls a play. Marshall, far side. Back up top to Lemus. Swings it around to Nichols on this near side. Now in the paint to Marshall, has to get up like a receiver. Throws it up and one. Anna Marshall drawing the foul, but getting the bucket. Still had to the charity stripe to shoot one. Anna Marshall coming off of a 11-point game last night. She was 5 of 10, 0 for 1 from downtown. She's already made up for that. She's 2 of 2 from downtown, and she also had 3 boards last night, along with a trio of steals, which is a very Anna Marshall stat line, something we saw a lot last year. She had 76 steals on the season last year, if my memory is correct. Now directing traffic to Keelhaulers, get across the timeline. Santos now turned over. Nichols on the fast break. 1-2 step off the block. Lays it in. Give the Redhawks a 5-point advantage in a game that they were down by 5 at one point. Now far side Wynn with a great defense. Gives it up to Perez. It's a 3-on-1. And charge foul is going to be called. What a play by Emily Newton to stand in the way, draw the charge on Perez. No bucket. As we get some subs on here. Checking out is Santos. Checking in is Sullivan. Keelhaulers ball. Newton with it, guarded by Nichols, gives it near side. Sullivan now back to Newton, gets it across the timeline. Quick handoff right here in front of the Red Hawks Sports Network booth. Lemus with the reach-in foul. It'll be inbounded here by the Keelhaulers as they will set the floor up, drop a play. 2:14 left here in this first quarter. Red Hawks rallying all the way back. They were down by 6 at one point. To the hot start from the Keelhaulers, but it's been a little bit quieter here for Cal Maritime. Nichols guarding the ball handler. That's Sullivan. Sends it far side to Huff Hines. Gets around through Marshall. Pull-up jumper from the charity stripe. Off the back rim. Won't go. Rebounded by Marshall. She'll take it up the floor. Gives it to Perez. Perez pull-up jumper off the front rim. Caroms away. Swatted away by Marshall, but then quickly recovered by Sullivan. Great job by Sullivan showing off the ball handling skills. Crossover on Nichols. Doesn't quite work. She heads up her far side, trying to get the ball screen. Now gives it up, swung around near side. Driving baseline, and from behind, Anna Marshall blocks that one away. Emily Newton going through baseline, and Anna Marshall from behind, all ball, got a hand on it. 1:33 left now. 13-8 here in this first quarter. Inbounded far side corner. Now given up top. Jab step now driving right past Nichols. Falling after the collision with Lemus. And called for a charge. No bucket. Lemus drawing the charge. No bucket for the Keel Haulers. Red Hawk ball, and the score remains 13-8. Wynn will rebound. Full court pressure again from the Keel Haulers. Perez to Nichols across the timeline. Sends it far side. Marshall from three. Bang! That's her third one of the night. She is 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. And that gives the Redhawks an 8-point advantage. Near side three ball. Off the front rim. Bounced up but won't fall. Rebounded by Wynn. Perez looking for the hot hand Marshall. Wide open far side. She's going to give it to Wynn. Wynn right at the elbow. Couple moves. Ball stripped away. Recovered. Now swung around looking for Marshall, cutting through into the paint, and Marshall shoved from behind. She hits the deck. And that is the 15th foul for the Keel Haulers. So Marshall will head to the line to shoot two. With 50.8 seconds left. Anna Marshall with 12 points already on the night. She'll drain that first shot now with 13. Here in the first quarter. I mean, what a quarter for Anna Marshall. Already beating her point total from last night where she had 11. She's now got 13 points. Now swung back around. Keel Haulers just working against his full court press. Nichols, a little bit of contact in there. That would have been called for a foul last night for sure, but the referee's a little bit more reserved. Intercepted by Perez, but a foul call down on the baseline. Nichols with a little bit of, not necessarily extracurricular activities, but a little pushing and shoving. She's getting a little too physical down there. Now we'll put Maritime at the charity stripe. Shooting two here is Jessica Huffines, the graduate guard, standing at 5'4" out of Sacramento, California. (18-8), the Redhawks lead by 10 against a Keel Hauler team that through 6 games is 2-4. They average 58.3 points a game, shooting 37.5% from the field, and then 19.8% from downtown. They average about 36 rebounds a game and 16.7 turnovers, which compared to the Redhawks through 5 games, 64.8 points per game, 41% from the field, 28 from downtown, 32 boards a game. It's sent far side to Marshall. Now pull-up jumper, won't go. Just missed the rim completely. Sullivan will take it up the floor. Now gives it up. Santos off the double team, gives it back to Sullivan. Sullivan double team. Now gives it inside. Jumper here. Rattles around, won't fall. Win with the board. 5. Now down to 4 to 3. Here comes half-court heave from Nichols. Will bank it in! Destiny Nichols from the timeline at the end of the first quarter. That puts the Redhawks up by 11. The half-court heave from Destiny Nichols. What a way to send it to the second quarter. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned into the Redhawks Sports Network.
I think you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life.
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then like coming here, everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf with people that work here. Never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's an athlete, there's a student.
And you grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. they want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like, there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good.
Fans, and welcome back to the second quarter. What a way to end that first quarter. Destiny Nichols with that half-court heave at the buzzer, got the bucket. Now the Keel Haulers swing it back up top, reset the floor. 21-10 as we get underway here in this second quarter. Perez is guarding the ball carrier Sullivan. Now it's given up, now swung back around. Columbus inside pass, Nichols recovers. Now we'll take it down the far side wing, but she'll give it up to Perez. Perez will walk it across. Calls a play as Lloyd hits at the scorer's table for the Keel Haulers. Garcia near side wing gets it. Sends it back up top to Wynn. Wynn calls for Nichols. Handoff to Nichols. Near side. Gives it. Thought she was giving it to Perez. Now swung around far side. Garcia thought about the three. Pulled it back. Swung around to Perez. Shot clock at 3. Now 2. Here comes the. Thought Lemus was going to get a shot off, but instead a shot clock violation for the Redhawks. Couldn't quite get a shot off in time. Looked like Lemus was going to be able to throw one up, but just couldn't quite corral the ball cleanly. Poked away after some great defense from the Keel Haulers. Now the inbound here goes to Sullivan, guarded by Perez. Haley Garcia, at the beginning of that second quarter, checked in for Anna Marshall to give her some rest, where she had a 14-point first quarter. Now up top, 3 ball from Lloyd won't go. Rebounded by Nichols, somehow kept it from going out of bounds. Batted around in the paint in a little bit of a scrum. Win along with Sharifi, and Sharifi walks away with it, but it will be Red Hawk ball as they get the mops out to wipe up the floor a little bit there. Make sure there's no slippage, as we saw last night. Lots of slipping around. Win to inbound to Nichols. It's Coach Taylor directing traffic from the bench. Nichols gets across the logo, far side, now sends it near side, step back 3 from Perez, will fall from downtown. Andrea Perez joining the party. Keel Haulers keep having to work it back against this full court press. Great moves there behind the back dribble by Santos. Now sent back up top. Just trying to get through is Sullivan, just looking for somewhere to go. Now she's going to drive down in the lane, kicks it back out. Swung around near side wing. Gonna have to work outside the perimeter. Sends it back up top. Shot clock winding down. Corner 3 will fall. The shot clock was winding down. Jessica Huffines from downtown nails a 3. Red Hawks will work it back up the floor quickly. Lemus with it, gives it back to Perez. Now driving baseline, Perez sends it back out. Nichols off the one hop, now drives in the lane. Euro step, loses the ball, throws it up, and off the glass, gets the bucket. Destiny Nichols with 7 points now. Through 1 quarter plus, she's played a lot cleaner game than last night, where she had about 3 fouls by this time. That one off the back rim won't go for Lloyd. Now taken up the floor by Perez. Outside of 7 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, Perez driving baseline and just completely blocked there by Sharifi. She ran into a wall. Marshall will check on along with Mariah Bowles for Perez and Lemus respectively. Will be on the ground for the Red Hawks. Marshall will inbound. Gives it to Bowles. Bowles in the paint, throws it up off the glass, won't go. Surrounded by a couple of Keel Haulers. She's called for a foul. Now the Keel Haulers will inbound on the right side baseline rather. Garcia, Nichols, Bowles, Marshall, and Wynn on the floor. They get it across the timeline rather quickly. Now swung around back. Now a whistle on the floor. Not sure what happened here. It looks like an issue with either the shot clock or the game clock, as one of the referees is going to go talk to the scores table, make sure everything's in check. Now the Keel Haulers will reset, inbound the ball after the stoppage of time. Shot clock now at 25 seconds. Looked like it never got started. Outside the perimeter, handoff, driving into the lane. Floater won't go, rebounded by Sharifi, sends it outside. Plenty of room to shoot the three ball was Lloyd, but decided not to. Thought better of it. A ball fake here. Great pressure from Bowles on Huffines, now sent inside on the right on the far side block and off the glass. Great bucket there from Soraya Lloyd, the senior from Vacaville, California, and a transfer from Napa Valley College I went to back in the day. I can say now, it was about 5 or 6 years ago. Three ball from Garcia, just a little bit too strong on it. Rattles off the back iron. Nichols, ball pressure, taking it across is Sullivan, now gives it up. Far side fighting through the screen is Wynn. Open backdoor, a little bit of a mismatch there down on the block, Marshall and Lloyd, but the Keel Haulers don't see it. Sullivan, couple of moves, crossover dribble, now a jumper from Lloyd. What a job by Sullivan to get open, then give it up to Lloyd, who just nails that jumper. 26-17. Marshall with it, gives it to Wynn. Hand off to Garcia, bobbled, recovers. Looking for Wynn in the paint, goes a little bit over her head and toward the Red Hawk dance team on that far right side. Elisa with the play and involvement in the game. The girlfriend of my OG color commentator, Mr. Cole McMahon. Shout out, Cole. Now taking up the floor, but another whistle here on the play. Looks like the shot clock didn't get started on time yet again. Keel Haulers will inbound far side. Shot clock at 25 as it gets reset yet again. Inbounding here is Asia Santos, the senior forward from Chula Vista, California. Taking near side wing, now driving. Passed it, nice little bounce pass baseline before the three ball here. Won't go. Rebounded, landing on one leg is Sharifi before she takes it around the perimeter. And again, looking to reset where the Keel Haulers. Shot clock at 7 seconds outside of 5 minutes left to play here before the half. So another stoppage. Looks like another issue with the shot clock. Should have gotten reset to 15, and there's the reset to 15. Lupe Lemus will check in for Nicole Wynn. Mariah Bowles, rather. 5:06 remaining. Shot clock reset to 15 after the shot from the Keel Haulers. Set to inbound is Santos, as the Zebras have a little conference, just to make sure they're all on the same page. Hopefully we don't get any bad lip reading here. Now the Keel Haulers will inbound as we get set to get back underway. After a little short conversation again here over on that far side where the scores table is. Inbounded here, taken across. Sullivan, guarded by Perez. Ball screen, fakes, now sends corner three ball. Won't go, just a little bit off for Lloyd. Check that, Sharifi rather. Now Perez up the floor with it. Pulls up at the block, double team, gives it to Wynn. Wynn thought about the jumper, mismatch, kicks it back out to Perez. Perez directing traffic, sends Nichols over to that far side corner. Wynn trying to get a switch with Nichols. Handoff goes to Marshall, near side. Marshall, top of the key, driving. Now stops, gives it to Wynn, baseline. Double team, throws it up off the glass. Marshall to Wynn. Great ball movement to get that ball in the bucket under that time constraint with the shot clock at about 3 seconds. Again, the full court press just slowing down these Keel Haulers, unable to really get anything going. Some great defense. Again, the double team off the double team from the Redhawks, able to poke the ball away, but it goes off the keel haulers last. And the Redhawks defensive scheme has pretty much just been double team whoever has the ball, and so far it's worked. 4:06 left here in this second quarter, 28-17, the Redhawks lead it. You're tuned into the Redhawks Sports Network.
At Simpson University, we believe in more than just earning a degree. We believe in transformation. Experience a community that creates lifelong impact and friendships. Learn from professors who know your name and invest in your future. Grow into the leader you were meant to be, grounded in purpose and faith, and impact the world in ways you never imagined. Your future starts here at Simpson University.
Hello fans, and welcome back to Redding, California, here inside of the James M. Grant Center. Perez gets the inbound, sends it to Marshall, far side. Ball fake, gives it back up top to Wynn. Wynn looking for some help, sends it far side. Now back inside to Marshall in a 1-on-3, moving around, loses the ball, gathers it, throws it up, somehow gets the bucket. Anna Marshall now with 16 points. The keel haulers momentarily lose that ball. Get some subs roll in here for the keel haulers. Redhawks to inbound after the error by the keel haulers. Marshall will inbound baseline, right under the hoop. Sends it outside to Nichols, who climbed the ladder for that one. What a great job by Nichols to get up and get after it. Ball screen from Perez, jump stop now. Win from downtown, banks it in. 3 ball from Serena Wynn, who also joins the party from downtown. 3 different Redhawks have made one in from beyond the arc. Outside of 3 minutes left to play, Wynn with the pressure on Sullivan, who gives it up now. Baseline, Nichols with the swat. Oh my goodness. Out of nowhere, comes from behind, gets some fingertips on it. And now Marshall with the pass to Nichols, just a little bit off. And again, almost took out a few of the dancers over there for the Redhawks. Nichols doing her best to try and toe tap it in and end up losing her footing a little bit harder, almost ran over a couple of dance team members for the Redhawks. Far side, again, the ball pressure from Wynn up top. Playing that zone. Outside the arc, Nichols almost got caught for a foul there. An errant pass, and it will be Redhawk ball. Nichols with the pressure, she came in out of nowhere, came flying, made a little bit of contact with her right arm. It actually hit one of the keel haulers, not sure who it was. And then immediately pulled back just to make sure that hopefully the ref didn't see it, but it looked pretty clean from here. No foul call, luckily, for Destiny Nichols. Win with it at the elbow. Hand off to Marshall outside the arc. Ball screen. Marshall again downtown. Tries to bank it in, won't go. Perez with the rebound. Now Win with the jumper. Splash. 35-17, Serena Wynn. Already improving from last night, where she struggled a bit from the field. She's knocked down a handful of shots. Now sent near side off the foot of Marshall. Trying to slow down that pass. Got a foot to it. Now inbounded baseline here for the keel haulers. Moving around, scrambling, inbounded baseline. Pass back quickly, now outside. Errant pass back to Sullivan. Sullivan up top at the logo, shot clock at 12 seconds. Sends it near side, Lemus guarding Sharifi, back up top. Driving Sullivan, kicks it out. Thought about the three was Newton, gives it up. Now Sullivan, jumper right in front of the arc. Won't go. Newton battling for it, somehow got to it. Now Nichols diving for it, goes off of her last. Her and Soraya Lloyd battling for it. Mariah Bowles will check in for Serena Wynn. Checking out will be Tamana Sharifi, the senior forward from Antioch, California. Sienna Keowns will check in. Sullivan with it, sends it near side. Huff Hines, back up top, swung all the way around to Newton. Newton was guarded by Perez. They swing it back around the perimeter, inside pass in the paint. Jumper over the blocker, wow. Lloyd, just nothing but net. 35-19, outside of 1 minute left to play. Perez will walk it up, burn some clock. Did it to Lemus at the elbow, hand off Nichols. Nichols driving in, loses the ball, corrals it. Now jumper from the elbow, off the back iron. Rebounded by the Keel Haulers. Crossover, gets past Nichols, but reach and foul on Nichols, playing defense a little bit from behind. Inbounded far side here. Newton will inbound to Sullivan, the guard from Stockton, California. Guarded by Perez at the logo. Dribbles around near side, gets the ball screen. Sends it out to Keowns. Keowns guarded by Bowles. Back up top, Sullivan, near side. Newton, inside pass. Gives it to Lloyd. Power dribble, throws it up, gets the bucket. Soraya Lloyd putting on a clinic. She's got 8 points now. I believe she is 4 of 5 from the field. Bowles with it, guarded by Keowns. Gives it up to Lemus, outside the arc. Guarded by Lloyd. Tried the inside pass to Marshall off the block, but now battling for it here. Marshall steps out of bounds after she was battling with Newton, and then throwing the ball up at a very funky angle from behind the glass. Somehow got that ball to fall and go in, although the bucket doesn't count. Take that back. It looks like it went off of Newton because it will be the Redhawks' ball. Marshall will inbound. Inbounding baseline on that far right side. Looking for somebody. Marshall's running out of time. She's going to have to give it up top to Perez, who gets free. Now corner three ball. Jab step. Completely had the 21 of Santos fooled. Nichols will dribble it around at the logo. Calls a play. Under 20 seconds remaining, but there's a 10-second shot clock differential. Now Nichols driving, crossover, throws it up, floater, rattles around, won't fall, rebounded by Marshall. Trying to corral it, spins around. 8 seconds now. Nichols is completely off with that shot. Now under 4 seconds, Keown sends it up the floor. Bowles tried to swat it away, but it's thrown up by Lloyd, who just couldn't really do anything about it. Bowles almost got called for a foul. 35-21 as we head to the half. The Redhawks up by 14 here on this Saturday night edition of Simpson Redhawk basketball. It's been great to have you with us. I'm Jacob Green here on the Redhawks Sports Network. We'll be back in about 15 minutes to bring you the second half.
At Simpson University, we believe in more than just earning a degree. We believe in transformation. Experience a community that creates lifelong impact and friendships. Learn from professors who know your name and invest in your future. Grow into the leader you were meant to be, grounded in purpose and faith, and impact the world in ways you never imagined. Your future starts here at Simpson University.
I think you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life.
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then like coming here, everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf. People that work here, never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding. I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's a athlete, there's a student.
You grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good community.
People are so welcoming here. It's just an awesome environment.
I think it's the best thing about it. I made the best relationships I've made in a really long time here.
Building relationships and deepening your faith, it's allowed me to really go in depth within the scripture.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
If you want to continue on growing with your faith, Simpson University is the best place.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports, like it's just good all around. And it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it. Everyone's here to help and everyone wants to see each other succeed here.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
Simpson University was named a 5-star Champions of Character institution for the 2023 to 2024 school year as they received a perfect score, 100 out of 100 points. Simpson University has also earned the Sportsmanship Award in the California Pacific Conference for the 2023-2024 school year as they embodied true professionals on and off the field. You're tuned into Simpson University's Red Hawk Sports Network and KCNR Shasta Redding. Need a plan for future goals and investments? Call Merrill Lynch Financial Services today. They can help you build a successful financial plan. Simpson alum David Van Dyke is committed to creating a financial plan that will help you reach your long-term goals. Simpson University is a proud sponsor of Nike, the official on-field gear of your Simpson University Redhawks.
That one will go, rebounded by Conrad. Oh! Mari Tate with the hammer being thrown down.
The 0-1 delivery from the righty Jones off the first base side. The breaking ball hit in the air toward left field. To the track at the wall.
Another serve here. Over the tape, right with the pancake. Davies, back corner. And the Redhawks get the point. Quinn right. Now here's a guy, man. Run that back, put that on the highlight reel, coming out of nowhere, able to pancake the ball. Taking this one towards goal. Leaping up and in. Chloe Take from deep.
What a
fits
shot.
it between the crossbar and the full extension of Gabriela Montez. That'll put the Redhawks up by 1. What a shot from Chloe Take.
Deep from, oh my goodness. Dre is unconscious right now with 21 points.
You're tuned into Simpson University's Red Hawk Sports Network and KCNR Shasta Redding.
Great to have you with us here on a wonderful Saturday night edition of Simpson Redhawks basketball on what will hopefully turn into a win tonight between the Redhawks facing off against the Nelson University Warriors making the trip up from Arizona. A little bit of open space. Gives it to Parker. Now back to Allen up at the top. They swing it around far side. Trying to get around the screen on the far side is Jilson, now taking down 1-on-2, looking for a little bit of help since it this near side. Allen for three, bucket, bang! Nyan Allen, he's got all 5 points for the Redhawks. More of a playmaker is what Coach Cohn said. Now Harms outside, three ball, will fall. Near side, Jilson drives baseline, kicks it out, three ball again, bang! Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 22 of Dylan Harms. Jilson for three, near side wing, bang! Now gives it up to the 24 on this near side wing of Omana, guarded by Wood. He'll drive into the lane, into the paint, slips up, and Wood with the one-hand stop. Ball fake, now gives it to Torrey, near side wing, drives baseline, at the block, spin move, nothing there, double teamed, one leg, kicks it out to Parker for three, boom! Now on the fast break goes to Allen, and the slam! The two-hand slam from the big man, Nyan Allen. Gives it far side to Kilbert. Kilbert directing traffic, moving around, gives it to Allen, near side. Torrey cutting baseline, now three ball from Allen, will fall! Nyan Allen have a game in his Redhawk debut, he's got 18. Jilson at the logo, guarded by Gonzalez, drives, kicks it out Parker. Parker now into the lane, floats it up, finger roll, will fall. For three, now Parker right in front of the Redhawk crowd. Boom! Timothy Parker for three from downtown. To put the Redhawks up by a score of 74-63.
And whatnot, so just to pull that one out is good. I mean, they had a few good looks at the end, which we don't like, but got lucky, and Dylan got a great board and secured it with two big free throws. So just happy to come out the win against a really good team.
What was it like running this offense? Again, Dre Ubas, an alum in the crowd. What was it like kind of filling those shoes a little bit, running the one, and just, again, the stat sheet doesn't necessarily reflect your impact on the floor. You had 10 points and all around a great night, shot 50%. But what was it like filling those shoes for you?
Yeah, Dre's my brother. I love that guy. He kind of took me under his wing last year, so to fill his footsteps, I guess, is a big role. But, you know, I just tried to play the best I could. I wish I could hit a few more shots, especially from three, but, you know, that's going to come. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, no, just great all around on the floor. And, I mean, those injuries, those guys going down, hopefully they're all right.
Yeah.
But just the veteran leadership of Nyan Allen, Timothy Parker, what's it like to have them with you on the offensive side? And then also Michael Wood coming off the bench along with Kellen Torrey.
Oh, no, yeah, it's huge. I mean, Nyan and Tim, you know, they're guys that are going to make the right play and, you know, get a good shot every time. So, I mean, we trust them for our offense. And then I want to give a big shout out to Mike. I thought he really played well, crushed the glass. I don't know how many points he had or whatnot, but his impact was felt every time he was on the floor. I mean, big shout out to my guy, Mike. He's crushing the glass relentlessly.
Yeah, 21 minutes off the bench, 3 of 5 from field goal range, 6 points, and just a great impact overall on the floor for Mr. Michael Wood. Jack, thanks for joining us. Yeah. I appreciate it. Time, and congrats on the win.
Thank you. See you.
I think you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life?
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then like coming here, everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf, people that work here. Never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, you know, into the books. Before there's a athlete, there's a student.
You grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good community.
People are so welcoming here. It's just an awesome environment.
I think it's the best thing about it. I made the best relationships I've made in a really long time here.
Building relationships and deepening your faith, it's allowed me to really go in depth within the scripture.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
If you want to continue on growing with your faith, Simpson University is the best place.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports. Like, it's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it. Everyone's here to help, and everyone wants to see each other succeed here.
Experience,
Learn, grow,
An impact.
At Simpson University.
That one won't go. Rebounded by Conrad.
Oh!
Damari Tate with the hammer being thrown down.
The 0-1 delivery from the righty Jones off the first base side. Breaking ball hit in the air toward left field. To the track. At the wall.
This is Ezekiel Anderson's chance to put it in the end zone here with a second try. Receiver in motion, that's Selly. Turn and burn, goes back. Shotgun formation, handoff goes to Ezekiel Anderson. Tucks it and gets across the goal line. Ezekiel Anderson, touchdown, Red Hawks. There it is, the first one at home on this 2025 campaign. Anderson dropping back fast, looking for the end zone, looking for Talon Ramirez. Caught by Talon Ramirez to the end zone. Mills wide open, and the dunk by the man in the middle, Jace Mills. Another serve here, over the tape, right with the pancake. Davies, back corner, and the Red Hawks get the point.
Quinn Wright. Now here's a guy, man.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. I'm Jacob Green. It's great to have you with us here on the Red Hawks Sports Network. The Keel Haulers taking on your Red Hawks here. Pressure coming in from the Red Hawks just off the bat. Now over and back. There will be the Red Hawks ball after some stellar defense from the Red Hawks. Marshall, Perez, Wynn, Nichols, and Dunham on the floor for the Red Hawks. Marshall to inbound right here in front of the booth. She'll give it to Nichols in the backcourt, but goes beyond Nichols' reach. She'll corral it right at that far side baseline. Couple crossover moves trying to get past Sullivan. Now gets across the timeline. Shot clock at 10. Near side wing, jab step, Marshall, crossover. Comes back outside the three, gets a ball screen from Wynn. Driving outside the key. Handoff goes to Perez. Perez with three. Now two to shoot. Throws it up off the glass. Won't go. Rattled off the front rim. The far side of the rim, I should say. Sullivan up the floor with it. The ball handler for the Keel Haulers. Guarded by Nichols. Far side to Lloyd. Lloyd has 8 points and 9 rebounds in this 8 points and 8 boards rather in this contest for the Keel Haulers. Now inside pass to Lloyd, turn around off the glass, won't go, rebounded by Wynn. 35-21, 9 minutes left in this third quarter. Baseline, Marshall jumper will fall. She's now at 18 points. Lloyd is shooting 50% from the field and has 3 rebounds. Sharifi with 8 boards for the Keel Haulers. Back up top, 3 ball from Sharifi will go a little bit short. Dunham to inbound, gives it to Perez. Also, our apologies, the live stats yesterday for Anna Marshall were incorrect, so not that she didn't deserve the player of the game in any regard. That would definitely not be true. There was easily a handful of Red Hawks we could have given it to. Perez will hit a jumper, rattles around, falls down. But in the post-game show, I talked to her and said that she had a 20 burger, which was not necessarily true. She did have a great game, however, but the live stats were incorrect. And looking back at them after the game, I realized she had about 8 points less than Destiny Nichols and Andrea Perez, who both had 19, the main scores. But again, either way, making an impact on the floor, all 3 of those players, which is why we talked about it in the pregame so much. Off the block here, Nichols driving, throws it up off the glass. She might have twinked her ankle. She's hobbling around. That will warrant a timeout call. A full timeout, rather. I believe it's the media timeout. 41-21, the Red Hawks up by 20. 7:34 left here in this third quarter You're tuned into the Red Hawks Sports Network.
You can go anywhere and get a degree, but where are you going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life?
Everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Never been fishing before, did it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like, there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports. Like, it's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
Hello fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center here in Redding, California. I'm Jacob Green. It's great to have you with us here on this Saturday evening edition of Red Hawk Basketball. We'll be back out here next weekend for a little jamboree. Men's basketball with the home weekend next week. The women's basketball team up by 20 here against the Cal Maritime Keel Haulers, making the trip up all the way from Vallejo. They played PUC last night. Sophie Northern, the assistant coach, over there on the Red Hawks side, emphatically pointing at that far side line that stepping out there was Keowns, and that is the call there. Sienna Keowns unable to toe tap it. Inbounding the ball will be Tanaya Lindsay. Gives it far side to Monet Dunham. Outside the arc, handoff back to Lindsay. Lindsay driving, looking baseline, nothing there. Sends it inside, Wynn, and the paint spin move 180. Flips it up, and the bucket with a little fist pump after. Great moves from Serena Wynn. She faked right, went left, in, out, and around on the 180. Getting the bucket 43-21. And Anna Marshall just, like she jammed her finger there trying to stop that pass. 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Jessica Huffhines will check in for Sharifi. Gets a little pep talk from her coach. Inbounded by the Keel Haulers. Pull-up jumper. Wow. Huffhines checks in and immediately gets a shot off. Ball inbounded to Marshall. Near side, call to play, directs traffic, guarded by Keowns. Across the timeline. Right end dribble, now the left, crossover back. Calls another play. Dribbling around near side, gets the ball screen from Wynn. Spinning down the lane, double teamed, goes off of the Keel Haulers. It'll be Red Hawk ball. Anna Marshall, ever since that 14-point first quarter, she's been a little bit quieter. The Keel Haulers playing some stellar defense to slow her down. Marshall inbound to Wynn from the charity stripe, but she's fouled. Shot was way short. It was because due to the foul. She'll to the charity stripe. Looking to get in double digits here. She has 9 points. And also 11 rebounds to go with it. And there's her double-double. So Serena Wynn, stellar performance already tonight, and there's still a quarter plus of basketball left to be played. She makes the second one as well. 11 points and 10 rebounds for Serena Wynn. My apologies, 11 and 11 rather. Ball screen for Sullivan, kicks it out. Pass fake guarded by Marshall, driving in. Huffhines, pull up jumper from the elbow will fall. Taking up the floor, given to Lemus, who just checked in at the charity stripe, kicks it out to Marshall. Marshall jab step, pull up jumper from the elbow will fall. Rattled around, somehow spun in and fell. And that is 20 points for Anna Marshall, competing with Serena Wynn to be that high impact player of the game. But now backdoor, just wide open underneath the bucket. Great vision there to hit Soraya Lloyd down low. Gets the easy bucket off the glass. Still down by 20 are the Keel Haulers, driving in. Perez with the left hand. A little bit too hard off the glass, rebounded by Lloyd. Far side, thought about the three, now poked away. Dunham pokes away again, trying to corral it in the Keelhaller backcourt. Now one-on-one in the paint, spin move. Thought she was going to have Perez open underneath the bucket, but somehow, some way, Emily Newton, the senior guard from Lone, California, and Lewis and Clark College, got in there with a hand and got a paw on it. Lemus falling down. Oh, backdoor reverse from Lloyd and getting the bucket there. Perez will walk it up the floor, guarded by Sullivan, but not before Coach Taylor calls a timeout to try and slow things down. 47-29, 4:58 left in this third quarter. You're tuned into the Red Hawks Sports Network. We'll be right back after this. What? Welcome back inside of the James M. Grant Center. Bulls to inbound after checking in. A whole slew of Red Hawks now on the floor. Perez and Dunham out. Destiny Nichols and Mariah Bowles are in. Nichols takes it up the floor, near side wing. Kept it inbounds, directing traffic. Top of the key, Lemus now gives it up baseline and taken over by Sullivan of the Keelhaulers. The fourth turnover for Lupe Lemus. Just a few errant passes now. Newton all the way from downtown, won't go. Bowles gets a handle on it, goes out of bounds, and another play by one of the dance team members. Inbounding here. Sullivan giving up, and somehow Wynn, looks like she tweaked her leg on that. Seems to be all right, though. And bucket made there, 47-31. Marshall, far side, guarded by Newton. Gets it across the timeline. Looking for Nichols. Nichols with it, outside, guarded by Sullivan. Gives it back up to Marshall at the logo, guarded by Newton, calls a play. Wynn comes up top. Ball screen given to Marshall by Wynn. Pick and roll. Back to Wynn, top of the key. Bucket. Serena Wynn with 13 points now. She's been knocking shots down left and right ever since halftime. She's now shooting 83% from the field. She's 5 of 6. Now another whistle. It's a foul on the Keelhaulers. Bulls to inbound. Ball pressure on Nichols. Newton will check out. Glummis will check in. Inbounded to Nichols in the backcourt as she takes the cross. Wynn posted up against Lloyd. Sent up top to Bowles. Bowles just looking for somebody. Wynn will come all the way outside the arc to receive the pass. Gives it to Marshall. Marshall turn and burn. Pulls up at the elbow. Triple teamed. Inside pass off the block to Wynn. Backdoor. The Red Hawks back up by 20. Keowns with it in the backcourt. The Red Hawks with the ball pressure. Stripped away. Bowles to Nichols off the block. 1-2 step off the glass. 53-31, the turnover from the Keel Haulers. "15 turnovers for the Keel Haulers, 9 for the Red Hawks. That's just something you can't have. Bulls with the board, sends it up the floor to Nichols. 1-on-3, now 1-on-4, still driving, throws it up off the front of the rim, rebounded by Lloyd. And now the Keel Haulers head coach a little upset. And I'm surprised the Keel Haulers head coach didn't get a tech there. Something we saw last night from Coach Taylor. I'm still not sure if it was Coach Taylor that got the tech last night. Marshall will check out along with Nichols. Wynn, Bowles, Perez, Lindsay on the floor, along with the inbounder, Haley Garcia. Gives it up top, 3-ball from Perez. Won't go. Rebounded by Keowns. Far side, Huff Hines. And back outside, 3-ball. Rattles around and somehow falls down. That shot was flying in from Sharifi, the 5'8" senior from downtown. Absolutely hucked it from downtown. Foul call here. There's a it was a foul on Glummus. Now set to inbound. Goes up top to Perez. Off the ball screen, pick and roll, driving baseline out the block. Sends it far side to Garcia, kicking it out. Garcia in front of the Red Hawk bench, dribbling around, looking for Perez. Hand off back to Perez. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Now 8, 7. Gets the ball screen from Bowles. Outside the arc, back to Bowles from downtown. Just short. And it goes out of bounds. Now it'll be Keel Haulers' ball on that left side baseline. Santos with the ball, gives it up. Now near side, thought about the three was Huff Hines. Now sends it into the corner, driving baseline, guarded by Wynn at the block, spinning, trying to post up, kicks it back out. Now driving here is Sharifi, throws it off the glass, but she's fouled on the play. Coach Taylor in some disbelief, not sure exactly how that was a foul, judging by his body language. Heading to the line here is Tamana Sharifi. Foul was on Serena Wynn. That's her second. A lot cleaner game played by Serena Wynn. Granted, we still have a quarter left to play, but overall, compared to last night where she fouled out about midway through that fourth quarter, she's got 15 points. And with those 15 points, 11 boards to go with it. Now a scramble on the floor. Keowns corralled it, a little upset that she didn't walk away with the ball. It'll be the Red Hawks ball. Bowles to inbound. Sent it around. Went toward Lindsay and then back to Bowles before it swung back around to Perez, who took it up the floor. Looking for the ball screen from Wynn. She'll give it up to Wynn outside the arc. Dribbling, dancing around, driving. Now hand off to Lindsay, top of the key. Nothing there, no shot. Spinning around, gives it back up to Perez. Shot clock now at 5. Perez driving, double team, flicks it up to Wynn, who just couldn't quite hold on to it. Spun off of her fingers right at the baseline under the glass. 55.3 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. 53-35. Red Hawks bringing that full court pressure still. The Keel Haulers doing all they can to work against that press. Bowles getting a little too involved there on Huff Hines. ends up fouling her. Be inbounded for the Keel Haulers outside of the bonus. That's the third team foul for Simpson. With, again, 45.3 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Perez guarding Huffines. Huffines crossover. Dribbling with her left. Fakes left, now goes right. Driving down, looking toward the baseline. Double team kicks out. 3 ball. Won't go. Rebounded by Bulls, but and swatted away. Corralled into the corner. Toe tap. Looking for some help. Great pressure from Bulls. Tipped by Wynn. Now corralled by Garcia before a foul is called. That'll be the Red Hawks ball. Lots of in-your-face defense on both ends of the court tonight from these respective teams. 24.5 left on the clock. Haley Garcia credited with the steal. Inbounded by Wynn. Gives it to Perez. Perez guarded by Huffines. She'll walk it up the floor, call a play. Shot clock is turned off. Gets across the timeline, directs traffic. Looking to clear out, crossover. Left hand, back toward the right. No ball screen from Bulls. Kicks out to Bulls after she was double teamed. Back to Perez. Another jab step, now drives in. Floater won't go. Rebounded by the Keel Haulers and poked away. And stepping out of bounds with it is Glummis, who somehow corralled that ball. Now it'll be the Red Hawks ball with 2.6 left to shoot. A chance for another buzzer beater here. Garcia to inbound. Wynn calling for the tip. Now the Red Hawks will scramble around. Garcia looking for it. She's going to give it to Lindsay. Lindsay dribbled, throws it up, and won't go. Wynn tried the quick putback, but a couple of shots no good for the Red Hawks. 53-35 at the end of 3. We have 10 more minutes of basketball here for the James M. Grant Center in Redding, California. I'm Jacob Green. You're tuned to the Red Hawk Sports Network. 53-35. We'll be right back for the final quarter between the Keel Haulers and your Simpson University Red Hawks right after this.
You can go anywhere and get a degree, but where are you going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life?
Everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like, there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports. Like, it's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
Hello fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center. We have 10 minutes of basketball remaining. The Red Hawks looking to improve to 2 games over 500. Nicole Wynn, Destiny Nichols, Andrea Perez, Monet Dunham, and Anna Marshall back on the floor to start this fourth quarter. Red Hawks up by, oh, my math skills are a little bit aged now, not as much in tune. They're up by 18 here as we begin this fourth quarter, and we'll get underway. Be inbounded right in front of the Red Hawks Sports Network booth here down on the court. Red Hawks and Keel Haulers now set to get back underway. Inbound coming from the 21 of Santos. Gives it to Huffines. Double teamed by Nichols and Perez. Scrambles around between the both of them, splitting the posts. Guarded by Nichols, working around that perimeter is Huffines. Huffines gives it up. Outside the arc is Sharifi. Kicked out. Guarded by Dunham. Dunham almost got a hand on that pass. Now coming in, kicked out. Corner 3 will fall for Huffines. On this near side. Huffines on the night. It's 4 of 6, 22 minutes off the bench. 2 of 3 from downtown. Nichols near side wing. Looking for the inside pass to Marshall. Tipped away from behind by Keowns. Given up to Huffines. Huffines double teamed by Marshall. Marshall with the steal. 2-on-2 behind the back pass. somehow stays in bounds to win. Now back to Marshall off the glass. Oh my goodness, what a sequence in the handshake in transition by Wynn and Marshall. Holy Toledo, that was some epic chemistry. The behind the back pass from Marshall. Nichols corralling at baseline, kept it from going out of bounds. Shot here goes off the back iron, rebounded by Perez. Off the steal from Marshall, she spun around, flicked it behind the back. Holy Toledo, now Wynn has it outside the arc, sends it far side. Marshall downtown, won't fall. Rebounded by Wynn. Wynn back up with it off the glass, rattles around, spins off the rim. Now tries again off the glass. Monet Dunham with the putback in the left hand, and Nichols was ready to tip it back in. She came flying in also. Oh my goodness. Now the keel haulers have to get it across the timeline. They do. I'm still in complete and utter disbelief. Oh my goodness, roofed. Nicole Wynn with the block on the near side block. Wow. Have a game, Nicole Wynn. A double-double and adding a block to that total. $57-38. I mean, yeah, just in disbelief. There's no way that should have worked, much less as well as it did, especially with Nichols, the save as she drives baseline off the pass from Marshall, kicked outside to Monet Dunham, who throws it up, but doesn't matter. Losing the shoe in the process was Nichols. And, I mean, just the 180 behind the back flick, that's stuff you try in baseball during BP, turning double plays and stuff. You never tried on a basketball court in game, but that's something you have to assume they've at least joked around with in practice or pickup, and that is why you practice that type of stuff. But Nichols with the save baseline was almost more impressive than the pass from Marshall, and then Wynn with it back to Marshall, and Marshall getting points off of her own assist essentially, where she got the steal. Marshall in the paint, one step, throws it up off the glass. There's another bucket for Anna Marshall. She's got 24 now. 24 points that will be overshadowed in some statistical write-ups about this game by Nicole Wynn's double-double. Hand off to Santos. Santos, crossover, now between the legs, trying to get past Perez. Ball screen, now kick back out. Keowns from downtown, won't go, off the glass. Rebounded by Nichols, fast break. Now, easy pass up the floor to Dunham, off the glass. Easy bucket, beating the defense. That's the speed of Nichols and Dunham right there. Caught the keel haulers in transition, got past, and that quickly it was a power play, and then all of a sudden it was just Monet Dunham on that end of the floor all by herself to get the bucket. 6:57 remains here in the fourth quarter. 61-38, the Redhawks lead. You're tuned into the Redhawks Sports Network. Hello fans and welcome back inside of the James M. Grant Center. I'm Jacob Green. It's great to have you with us here for this Saturday evening edition of Red Hawk women's basketball. Dunham with the ball pressure, sent around the perimeter. Now inside pass, power dribble, throws it up. My goodness, Soraya Lloyd, 14 points now for the Keel Haulers. She has had herself quite a game as well, getting buckets in the paint. Nichols with it. At the logo, between the legs, crossover dribble. Now sends it far side. Perez from downtown, making it splash right in front of the Red Hawk bench. 64-40, that's 24. A 24-point advantage, rather, for the Red Hawks. Now driving into the lane, but called for a foul. I believe that to be a blocking foul. Serena Wynn will check out. She will likely sit the last 6 minutes and 11 seconds of this game. Mariah Bowles will check in. Serena Wynn's stat line, 30 minutes, 6 of 8 from field goal range. 1 of 1 from downtown, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 12 boards. 10 of those boards were defensive. And a total of 15 points. .605, 5:52 left rather. Inbound here by Huffines. She'll send it in the backcourt to Sullivan. Guarded by Perez. Sends it up top. Ball fake. Given up far side back to Santos. Now near side to Sharifi. Inside pass at the charity stripe, tipped up and corralled by the Keel Haulers number 23, Soraya Lloyd. Near side, thought about the three, now drives in as the shot clock expires, no shot. Just a tad after the buzzer. Huffines just couldn't quite get the shot off in time. Bulls to inbound, she'll send it to Nichols near side. She takes it up the floor, calls a play, dribbles back toward the logo. Ball screen and switch and intercepted down low by Santos. Now taking up the floor on the fast break. Nichols trying to get in there, get the ball away. Sullivan with it, double team, spins around, gives it up. Now sent cross court. Now back from the wing, off the front rim, swatted away and corralled again by Santos. Sent near side, jab step, Sullivan. Back up top, sends it to Santos. Santos inside pass. And Perez called for the foul on Lloyd, who that pass went to just off that far side block. Keel Haulers will inbound. Now Haley Garcia will check in for Destiny Nichols, whose night is also done likely with 4:49 left. The Keel Haulers down by a significant amount. Bowles with the board there after a couple of missed tries. Gives it to 22 of Dunham before it's given to Marshall. Marshall with it up top, calls the play. Gives it to Perez. Perez at the logo, guarded by Sullivan. Top the key, hand off back to Marshall. Marshall up top, now driving down the lane from the right side block. Couple of moves, and now Anna Marshall has 26 points. Oh my goodness. Just making her defenders get lost. She's done it so well. We saw it last year, and now especially this year as well, taking on a lot more minutes. Easy bucket there for the Keel Haulers, given to Marshall. Ball fake, double team, gives it to Dunham near side. Now back to Marshall. Anna Marshall looking to have 30 points on the night. Lupe Lemus awaiting to check in for the Redhawks. Head fake, now far side, gives it up top to Dunham. Near side wing, corner three from Bowles, rattles around, won't fall. Rebounded by the Keel Haulers as Sharifi takes it across the timeline. Turns back, flips it to Sullivan. Sullivan guarded by Marshall. Ball screen, switch. Now from downtown, Lloyd tried to bank it in, won't go. Rebounded by Dunham. Perez working up the floor, gets past the double team. It's a game of numbers now, 3-on-3. Pass fake and then blocked. Again, off that far side block, getting her hands in there was Sullivan. Running the one, but got her hands in there, poked the ball away. Redhawks will inbound on the baseline. Lupe Lemus checks in for Monet Dunham. Marshall inbounds far side to Bowles, right in front of the Red Hawk bench, dribbles around, crossover, now gives it to Marshall, inside pass to Lemus, back to Marshall, Tiki Taka jumps inside of the key, draws 2 shots. That'll be a foul on the keel haulers. Number 23, Soraya Lloyd. I saw the 2-3 and immediately got a little confused, realizing I flipped it in my head. I was looking for a 32 on my roster, but it was 23. A foul is on Soraya Lloyd. Lots of numbers, lots of names in front of me, and when you're looking at things all mirrored, you end up getting a little dyslexic with it. First shot from Marshall will fall. She now has 27. Chance to get a 30-burger here. Misses that second one, rebounded by Sharifi before it's taken up the floor by Sullivan. Sullivan guarded by Marshall. Marshall fighting through the ball screen, now a switch. 3 ball, won't go, rebounded by Marshall. Marshall looking up the floor. Under 3 minutes left to play. Dribbles at the top of the key, kicks it out. Bowles from downtown, off the front rim. Perez tried to get to it, but Sullivan of the keel haulers will get to it first. Now out to Santos on the fast break. Gets outside the perimeter, sends it far side. Sullivan gives it up. Now driving baseline, off the rim. Huffines just can't seem to get it to fall. Now kicked out. Tiki Taka 3 ball. Off the back rim again. A 3 ball from Asia Santos. Perez with it, far side. Directs traffic. Marshall will get the handoff. Far side in front of the Red Hawk bench. She's got 27, looking for 30 points here. Ball screen from Bowles, trying to get the switch. Gets past, 1-on-4 inside the paint, kicks it out to Garcia for 3. Bang! Haley Garcia will put the Red Hawks at 70 points on the night as she makes it splash from downtown. Marshall almost got her hands on that one. Able to pickpocket back from behind, but it was corralled again by the keel haulers before they reset. Near side, Sullivan. Left-hand dribble. Ball screen, pick and roll, no good. Kicks it back out. Now driving on Marshall is the 30 of Sharifi. Throws it up, won't go. Rebounded by Marshall. Far side to Perez. So we get some subs rolling in. And a timeout call off the defensive rebound from Anna Marshall. Breaking the action, 70-45. The Red Hawks lead with 1:32 remaining here. And this ball game, you're tuned into the Red Hawks Sports Network. Hello fans, and welcome back to the James M. Grant Center in Redding, California. Lindsay with the try there off the glass, doesn't go. 1:24 left, 70-45, the Red Hawks lead. Serena Wynn has checked back in. For this final minute plus of the ball game, Lemus, Wynn, Lindsay, Perez, and the one of Ricky Bennett getting some burn here in this game. Wynn with the board there. 13 total for her. Perez with it, far side driving. Tried to do something with it, but ends up getting batted away. Inbounded to Wynn, inside the paint, throws it up. Rolls off. Won't fall. Rebounded by the keel hauler, Sharifi. Up the floor, gives it to their point guard, Sullivan. Crossover, gets past Bennett. Jab step, now kicks it back out. Corner 3 ball as it swung around the perimeter, will fall. Huffines with another 3 ball. Wynn will give it to Bennett. Bennett up the floor. Is it far side? Outside of 30 seconds remaining. Jumper rattles around, won't fall. Wynn battling for the, Lemus rather, battling for the rebound. Killers on a fast break, beats the Red Hawks coast to coast to the other end. Now Bennett will inbound to Perez, closely guarded by Sullivan, trying to get past the timeline. Stop there, and now both players tripping each other up. Sullivan tripped up by the leg of Perez. Now will be Keel Haller ball with 19.1 left on the clock. Corner three ball off the inbound. Will just go right to Wynn off the air ball. She'll take it up the floor, walk it up the floor as the buzzer will sound. Now sent far side as the Redhawks will improve to 4-2 on the year. The Keel Haulers fall to 2-5. The Redhawks take this one by a score of 70-50. Here on the Redhawks Sports Network, we'll have a post-game show coming up in a few minutes, so stick with us. You're tuned into the Redhawks Sports Network. The final score here from the James M. Grant Center: Redhawks 70, Cal Maritime 50. We'll have the post-game show coming up after this.
Whether you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where you're going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life.
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then like coming here, everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf. People that work here, never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding. I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's a athlete, there's a student.
And you grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Joined here by Serena Wynn. Congrats on the double-double.
Thank you, thank you.
31 minutes, 15 points, 12 rebounds.
Yep.
Just walk me through those final minutes. Coach Taylor put you back in and just let you just add to that stat line.
Honestly, it's just, I couldn't do this without my team. Thanks to them, they're sharing the ball, just passing me the ball when I'm open, whenever. And kind of just working as a team, honestly. I mean, I can't do this without my team, so.
And we had Anna Marshall on the post game yesterday. She had, I think, 26 points by the end of this one, which you overshadowed with your double-double, but the teamwork of both of you guys, just great. We saw that in the play with the behind-the-back pass.
Yeah.
Nichols saved it from going out of bounds. It carried him to you, and you gave it back to Anna, and you guys walked away with the bucket. Just walk me through that play and that sequence.
We do this a lot in practice, so, I mean, just repetition and just being comfortable with the ball and just sharing it. It's a big deal, just like being able to know where everybody's out on the floor and know who's open. So we do a lot of 3-on-2, and that plays a big role into just being able to shift the defense and share each other the ball.
It was clearly evident on that play.
Yeah.
I think I said on the broadcast it looked like you guys have done that before in practice a few times.
Yeah.
And just, overall great game. Congrats on the double-double. And, of course, the win. The Redhawks improved to 4-2 on the year. They'll be back early December, I believe, is the next home game.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
And opening up the home series with a couple of wins. So, again, thanks for tuning in. It's been a production of the Redhawks Sports Network. Have a safe night and a good night, everybody.
You're tuned into the Redhawks Sports Network.